elephant's right in front.
Coming up on this episode of Frontier Vets.
Agatha, don't scream. Agatha, don't scream.
8 idealistic young veterinary students descend on South Africa to run the remote Haluvu-Carney Animal Hospital. They will work under the guidance of Dr. Greg, the resident vet, and his health technician and community outreach leader, Gypsy. The animals' lives, and in many cases the livelihoods of their owners, are in their hands. It's a brutal learning ground where they will be faced with the constant threat of physical danger and emotional burnout. Do they have what it takes to become a frontier vet? The group has growing concern about Roxy's unprofessional attachment to the first patient of her career, Ripple.
I think she already got too attached to this puppy, and tender loving care doesn't mean treating a puppy like a human baby.
Last night, Charlotte found Ripple stowed away at their accommodations.
And pets are not allowed at our accommodation.
Ripple. You going out tonight. This is where you sleep.
I'm not a person who has dogs in my room. Let's have Ripple outside for the night. And it just went from bad to worse.
Roxy slept at the clinic overnight to be with Ripple since she didn't feel welcome at the dorm.
And I just looked at Roxy and I was like, what was the point of that?
I think Roxanne finds it easier to communicate with Ripple than with the rest of us. Uses it like a kind of escape.
Roxy's now obtained a new child.
You are having fun.
We actually haven't seen her a lot because she's always with this puppy, because she treats it like a baby.
There's a part of me that doesn't feel like having a screaming puppy all night in my room on our off day type of thing. I'm going to try and encourage Roxy to maybe put it in the laundry or somewhere a little farther than my bedroom.
I think Charlotte was upset by the puppy. She gave me an earful afterwards.
I love Ripple. Ripple's my dog, but Ripple needs to sleep in the lounge. I'm a person who knows how short my fuse is, and my fuse, it's sparking, and I don't want Ripple to be the reason we have a big blowout.
Not the fuss about Ripple at the moment.
Dr. Greg pulls the students from the clinic for a surprise. They enter the remote Kruger Park, and it dawns on the students that they're about to experience something they've only imagined in their wildest dreams.
For me, I would really like to have something to do with zebras. Cheetah cubs, it's for Rox. Stella said, okay, he already had the lion cub. So Jonathan, what is your favorite wild animal?
Not really an elephant because those things are heavy. To other people it's interesting, but to me it's not. It's just another animal.
For once, the two roommates, Niven and Jonathan, are in agreement on something.
I know Niven's more interested in small animals. He said he'd rather put the 6 years that he's spent towards gaining knowledge to small animals.
I feel my heart is beating a bit faster than usual.
Any of the vehicles, please.
I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Peter Buss. He's going to be running the show today. Peter, can you please just tell us what's going to happen? It's a little bit of a surprise for them, and if you could maybe just sort of fill them in as to what we're going to be doing.
We need to immobilize an elephant for a research project, and hopefully we can get you involved. Obviously, we're in Kruger Park, so there's lots of wild animals around. You must just stay with the vehicles until it's safe for you guys to go in. We'll dart the elephant from a helicopter, and you guys will come in on the ground. Everyone believes that elephants react really well to being immobilized. But some of the work that we did suggests that they don't do as well as we think. One, we want to look at that issue and just actually see how they do respond. Today, we're going to just use this elephant as a control animal.
Great.
My legs were shaking, like my arms were getting numb. They're huge. They're like in slow motion right now.
The goal of the research is to look at new ways of making it safer and easier to do conservation work.
It's pretty good. The helicopter's here. The elephant's right in front. Should be going down pretty soon.
There, it's coming.
This is unreal right now.
The vets watch in awe as the pros attempt to dart the elephant. The team rushes in to check the elephant's vitals,
Keeping his air open so he can breathe through his trunk.
making sure its heart isn't beating too quickly. They measure the pulse in its ear and keep the animal cool.
Yes.
We got those scissors again.
That we're going to have to re-zero everything.
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready to zero the arterial catheter.
The young vets get to observe the pros monitoring the basic functions of the elephant under the effects of tranquilizer drugs.
What should happen to your heart rate, Peter?
But the elephant's blood pressure is dropping and its heart rate is fluctuating.
Oh, really?
The drugs are negatively affecting the animal and putting its organs in danger.
Doesn't that worry you a bit?
It does worry us a bit.
They have to get its blood pressure back up and stabilize the heart rate quickly before any damage is done.
Some seconds we should be sampling. Yeah, no, it's fine.
They only have minutes left to bring the elephant's vitals back to normal, or they'll have to revive it immediately.
Angela's got it. Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't that worry you a bit?
Okay.
Are you going to temperature correct this?
I'm going to temperature correct this now.
There's still a little bit of movement here.
Okay.
But it's a lot better than it was.
So he's recovering pretty well from the effects of the capture.
Problem solved.
You notice that? But we've seen it before. Okay.
The pros have their research data and grant the young vets a few quick moments with the beast.
I think I'm more comfortable around small animals. Yeah, but it's not really my sort of scene.
Looking at the foot, oh my word, it was humongous. It's even bigger than my head.
Why is it still moving?
I was afraid. I tried to be useful and not too excited.
The students take blood samples from the ear of the elephant to check for possible diseases.
It was really amazing. You're really learning under pressure.
Okay.
It was like, I think a blind person could take blood from an elephant because those arteries and veins are the size of your thumb.
I was there. I pretended as if I was enjoying the whole thing, but that is not my kind of thing. I was mostly interested in the machines and how they work.
I think absolutely every one of us was so excited for that. Brilliant. I mean, how couldn't you be? If you were, then you're like an android without emotions type of thing. Let's do it.
Perfect. Safe love.
What do you and I do?
Actually,
Get to know animals types.
Well, an elephant has probably the biggest penis from all the other species. Why aren't we examining this? Why aren't we checking for anything? I know that elephants do transmit some sexually transmitted diseases, and so that's why I said, why don't we just have a look and check it out?
You could see he was really in the moment. There was that passion within him, and he's going to become a great vet one day.
It's got 2 trunks.
It was nice to see my roommate that active. That whole day, I don't think it was moaning and bitching about anything.
Okay, so 5 minutes.
Time to revive the 4-ton elephant.
Andrew, that's in?
It's amazing how that big an animal not moving an inch, and someone would inject it, and then all of a sudden it would just stand up.
It was an awesome experience. It was awesome.
It's Agatha and Niven's turn to cook for the group.
Niven? Yeah? Do you still want to make the pasta?
So you're going to show me how to make the pasta?
Show you. Whatever, Niven.
To be honest, I don't really cook, opposed to Aggie, who does cook quite frequently, and she's a good cook.
Agatha is skilled in the kitchen, and she's happy to do something she knows she's good at.
The
The thing I love most about cooking is the reactions I get from people when they eat the food. Yeah, but I love to cook.
Tina jumps in without realizing she's stepping on Agatha's toes.
I don't mean I'm the fat kid on the show.
You already are.
But it almost tastes the same as usual, like when I have all the spices.
Some garlic. What else?
Onion.
My mouth is halfway on fire.
I think she might have seen that I was not, all that happy.
As the others relax, Tina confronts Agatha about the cold shoulder.
And I get more.
Sorry. I didn't want to be rude or something.
No, I know you weren't being rude. It's just that I'm just so particular when I cook.
So you're not angry or something?
No, I'm not angry. No, I'm not angry. It's just that I was like, okay. When you're chopping up the chicken.
You're perfectionistic cooking.
Yeah.
So we're making problems where no problems is.
Sorry? We made a problem.
Mentioning it, and then
Do you think I was rude without mentioning it?
And it happens sometimes to me, and then I get to know that I was rude, and then I feel really bad.
What would you have expected me to do? To tell you then? When I asked that question, that's when she became a bit like, not upset, but not happy.
I really like if people tell me immediately.
All right.
Then I wanted to go back to sleep and just locked the door.
Because of the language barrier, Drew has been struggling to make a contribution at the clinic. Della Ray takes on helping him master some of the Shangaan phrases.
It's always a pleasure for me to teach someone. It's just something you've got to get used to and be successful in using it.
How can we help you?
Yeah, I'm going to phone and
You want to buy a calf milk?
Calf milk?
Yeah.
How big?
All right. Is that 2 kgs?
Yep.
Thank you.
And then
Cool.
Inko. So salad
Salaka.
I think that went pretty well. My roommate's awesome. I'm really glad I got with Della. I've already learned a lot from him.
After Charlotte's first successful house call the day before,
That was technically the first client I've ever dealt with by myself. And I could work here.
Dr. Greg sends her to check on the patient.
It sounds bad to say this, get this cough over and done with, because everyone's getting really cool cases.
Hey, Avsheni njani?
Mphukile.
It's on.
Uyakwazi ukukhuluma isiNgisi?
No, yes, I can speak English.
I'm here because I just want to hear how the cough's doing.
No, thank you. Come in.
Thank
May I
you.
have a seat here?
Avsheni baba. Minjani? I just wanted to ask Babu Ndlovu how the calf is that we treated, and is it, still eating? Is it doing okay? And
Unfortunately, that calf died.
it died.
Yes, it died.
I feel really bad. But yeah, my first case died.
Early the next morning, Tina finally gets her first case. A baby goat that is not in good shape at all.
Since when is it like that?
On Friday,
On Friday, okay.
in the night.
Was it in this position for the whole time? Can it turn down the
Yeah,
head
it's
again?
able to do that. Yeah, it's flexible. I decided to give it a Panado syrup. I also gave it a liquamycin injection for human beings.
Tina struggles to relate to the mentality of the clients here.
Hey, Papa! Stop! You cannot whip your animals like that. I cannot escape from these people. I have to manage it. It can be dangerous to just inject, but we'll have a look. Okay, if I take the goat here for the day,
Tina takes the animal into the clinic to conduct tests. Her mind is racing as to why the goat is in its current state.
I have a goat. It has some problems with the nervous system. If I don't find the reason for the symptoms, only way is to euthanize it. Death is nothing new for me, but death through my own hands, that's something new.
Niven, Agatha, and Gypsy have been asked to go check on a cow. Agatha's fear of cattle has only grown since her time at the dip tank.
I've actually been kicked by a cow once.
Abhishani? Hello. So your cow, what's the problem?
It cannot walk.
From when did this happen?
Thursday.
What caused it though? Did you see it or did you?
According to the story I've just heard, they told me that the cow picked that daughter by a horn with the skirts, pick her up till she falls down.
For this cow?
For this cow.
Oh. After meeting the owner, he informed us that this cow had previously killed a little girl, charged at her and hooked her with the horns and threw her up in the air. Look at those horns.
No.
I know Aggie, she's not comfortable working with them because they are like triple the size of her.
It's not good to be so fearful of cattle when you're supposed to be working with animals for the rest of your life.
Their strategy with this aggressive cow is to restrain it with a rope against a strong tree trunk.
Agatha, don't scream. Agatha, don't scream.
Easier said than done.
Oh, I wanted to scream.
Finally secure, their diagnosis can begin.
I'm thinking give it some anti-inflams.
So why would you give it anti-inflammatory though?
Because whatever is causing, if it is a nerve damage or muscle trauma, if she, whatever of that sort, even if it's internally, it's still going to be an inflammatory.
We can try the anti-inflammatory, but I don't know about the painkillers though.
I definitely think we must give her some sort of painkiller because she's obviously lame on it. Well, that's the best thing we can do to try. I'm not going to be right all the time, but I'm definitely know how to tackle the situation better now.
The last time Agatha followed Niven's advice, it ended badly.
Do you by any chance know what this might be?
Yes, it's a flea. It's not a flea.
You see, I know it. Don't you think we should also take blood smear, do a proper clinical?
My problem is that I'll be more confident with something when I'm 100% sure about it. But if I'm not 100% sure about it and there's someone else there who's more confident about what they're saying, I'll be more inclined to go with what they're saying.
Agatha goes along with Niven's treatment plan.
A similar situation works if I'm with Della Ray with handling the cow because he has a lot more experience than me.
How many kilograms is that one? 400?
350, 400.
400. 400, so 3 ml per 100, meaning we times 3 by 4, right? So it's 12 ml.
No. Good cow.
No, it's not off yet.
Now you pull. There we go. There we go.
They survived the killer cow. Time for some R&R.
Roxy, from all the things, you brought your bed.
Yes, Niven, it's a token of her room at Raisbad. Why are you doing with my kitty? We have to decide where we go to eat.
Does it feel awkward seeing Teddy bear like this? Not only clothes on.
I'm decent. My clothes are no! Boys in here. Ripple! I say, oh, Ripple, come, before you go. Ripple, come, pick me, pick me, pick me. Ripple, pick me, pick me.
I didn't seem to get how big a deal it was. I'm just gonna ignore it anyway. This is the 2.5 hours sleep.
The team decide to visit a local market to explore the community.
I don't want this dog to. Roxy loves Ripple way too much. She now refers to Ripple as my dog.
Yes.
Do not teach that dog to be aggressive.
No. Niven, you can be a dick sometimes.
Niven bugs Roxy by teasing Ripple, and Tina and Agatha are not talking after their disagreement from the night before.
I'm sorry for it.
Sorry?
I'm sorry. No, man.
Yeah, it's exactly.
From now onwards, we'll talk, we'll communicate in that way. It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, it did bring us closer together. So, but I think we've been close since the beginning. I think we clicked since the beginning, Tina and I, you know, which is good. And we've been getting closer and closer. So I think I might have just have made a lifetime friend there, you know?
What's the reason?
What did you get?
Della wanted me to buy some walkie-talkies.
Because they heritage.
They're the feet of a chicken.
So, and he said you can eat it.
They were selling chicken feet. They call them walkie-talkies.
I think I have to eat it, but only if Drew.
I don't know how to eat this.
Just like that.
And is it nice?
You see what Drew did?
Olive never done. What can I eat out of? Just everything.
All the cartilage.
Cartilage.
You just put it in your mouth and start chewing.
I'm gonna spit the bones out. Everything here is different. A lot of the experiences are embarrassing.
Drew, you don't look like you're enjoying that.
Not really. But I don't feel that anyone's going out of their way to, you know, make me on the outside or anything like that. I think it's just the nature of the game.
You don't have to eat it, eh?
Oh, I don't have to eat it?
You don't have to eat it.
I was glad it was over.
It's the end of another long day.
So freaking tired. I'm gonna be up at 4 again tomorrow. Oh, man. I didn't even see the chicken leg in there. Rock, jeez.
I hope he took the message on board. I'm sort of doubtful as to whether he did.
Anything else inside here? Sneaky little girl and a killer. All revenge is gonna be sweet.
That's not good.
Next time on Frontier Vets.
I'm holding
Rest it
it.
on your knees if you...
It's not breathing.
Stop breathing, Niven.
No, he's not breathing.